What's up everyone, welcome back to another fishing video. Today I'm going to bring you Fishing Planet. Now the reason I'm going to bring you this video straight from the start, and we're going to start real basic here, is a lot of people are struggling with the navigation of the menus, myself included. When it first came on I was like, what the hell is going on? I had no idea what I was doing. But as I've sort of played with the game and spoke to a few people, it's become a lot clearer and a lot easier. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe, guys. I'd really appreciate that. Right, now, when you start the game up, you're probably confronted with this menu. And that's the map. You've got along the top, map, infantry, shop, events, leaderboard, buy premium or premium buy, my username and my skill level. I've only played it a couple of times, so level 6. I've got 10 coins and $7,620, which isn't a lot of money, but I have bought quite a lot of gear. So basically, to navigate across the top, you use L1 and R1. As you can see, in the top left hand corner it says L1, in the top right hand corner it says R1. Very small, but it is there. Now you can sort of just navigate across the top. So if you're trying to do this step by step, do this with me. Now what I want to talk about is, if you want to select a lake, as it stands right now, you use the left analog stick and that will navigate you around this map. Now the lakes I have unlocked are white. The lakes that are still locked have got the little padlock and they're greyed out. Now that means you need to be, say this lake I'm on here, you got to be level 26 to unlock it. Well, I'm only level 6, so I've only got 3 lakes unlocked. Now the first lake you have is Lone Star Lake, and if you look in the left hand bar, I'll just go down using the D-pad, so up and down on the D-pad to do this. You can see here it says travel costs. Now this lake is absolutely free to you, so it doesn't cost you nothing to fish here. And it's a good base where you can build your money up to be able to afford your next trip. If I push up, beg your pardon, if I use the, just go back up to here. Now to get back onto the map, when you're using this menu, what you'll find now is you can't get back on the map. If you go to where it says at the top there, look, Texas level 1 Lone Star Lake, and it comes up with this, press circle and that will bring you back onto the map with the left analog stick. Okay, now if I was to select Muddy Water River, if you look in the left hand side again there, this time it's going to cost me $1,800 or pounds to fish it. Now bearing in mind we've only got 7,620, that's quite a lot of money. So if you do fish that lake, make sure you get maximum usage out of it. Make sure that you capture the fish, you keep the fish, you release the smaller ones and keep the bigger ones that earn you the most money. Now always keep an eye on the bar along the bottom, because that will tell you what to do. Right, so that's the map basically, and that is how you do it. So if you're wondering how do I select the lakes, use the left stick, left up and down D-pad, select that lake. So you've hovered over it, it's come up with the information. Just simply press your circle on PlayStation, and then you can use your left analog stick to select different lakes again. I hope that makes sense, guys. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. It is quite complicated. Right, L1, R1. So again, that moves you across the top. Let's go to infantry. What I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to quickly select the rod and I'm going to unselect it, so there's no rods or nothing there. Now a lot of people are struggling between getting your equipment from your home to your backpack, or your backpack to your home. Now your backpack is obviously what you're taking fishing, yeah? So if you look, if you split the screen in two, you've got this bit, you can move up and down with the D-pad, and then just above that you got L2, R2, look. They navigate you across the top, so you've got backpack, home, and licenses. Now, for Lone Star Lake, you don't need a license, so don't worry about that. Right, backpack. Now, I've gone across to backpack. I'm going to use the right analog stick. And if I look down, and I've set this up specially for you guys, I haven't got a rod in there. Yeah? So there's no rod. So you try and equip, say, a reel by looking along the bottom bar there. Look, right at the bottom it says equip, sell, move, repair. If I press equip, that's what you'll be met with. Rod must be equipped first. So push R2 to go home, and there's your rods. So you press R2, then the right analog stick will bring you down. Now I'm going to select this rod. Now it's X to equip it. Yeah, so I've selected that rod. That grey bar's over the element 6-7, 6'7", whatever. So I'm going to equip it by pressing X, and that's put it now into my left hand bar. That's what I'm taking fishing. That left hand bar is what I'm taking. Now what I'm going to do is, say I wanted the mini spin 800 reel, I would equip it now, but I'm not going to use that reel because I've got a different one in my backpack. Now say I want to move, let's have a look what we got in here. Let's have a look. There's nothing in here that I really want to take. But say I wanted to move this rod to my backpack, I would press square. If you look along the bottom, it says X equip, circle sell, square is move. Now if I move that, it will move it to my backpack. Yeah, so if I go back to my backpack now by using L2, R2, what it will do, use my right analog stick, I'm going to equip this reel simply by using my right analog stick, hover over it, press X. Now the reel, I'm taking the rod on the reel now. That's basically what I've equipped. Now for my reel, I'm going to need line. There, that goes without saying, guys. So use your right analog stick to come down, select your line. If you haven't got any line in your backpack, use R2 to go home, and then press square, select the line that you want with the grey box, then press square to move it. I'll show you what that is in a minute. This is the line I'm going to use. I'm going to click on it, and I'm confronted with this. Adjust the line length. Now I'm gonna, if you look at them two pictures, you've got two pictures of spools. Now on the right hand side, if you look just below that spool, there's a tiny little reel. That's how much line you're putting on your reel. So I'm going to move that, rightly or wrongly, I don't know, all the way along, as far as I can. There we go. And I'm going to press cut, which is X. Now that's ready to go. I've got 196, I assume, feet, I don't know, on my spool. So on my spool of line. Now what I need for this particular setup is I'm spinner fishing. So I'm going to use the right analog stick to pick one of these. I'm going to pick this one, the silver spoon. What's it got? It's a length of 1.5 inches. It's silver, and it's 1/16 of a 1/6 of an ounce. So it's not very heavy, but I'm going to equip it. So X. Now what I want to quickly show you is how to move something from your backpack or from home. Oh, my bad. So R2. So say I want to take, let's find something to take. I've got that set up already. So let's move this line. I don't know why, but why not? I want to move that from my home. So if you look at the top there, L2, R2, from my home to my backpack, because I've only got one spool of line, and if I got snapped up loads, I wouldn't have enough line. So I'm going to press square, like so. Now that's gone. If I press L2 to backpack, there it is. It's there now. It's in my backpack. Excuse me. And my backpack is what I'm taking fishing. Now, so L1, R1, we'll move across to the shop. push L1 R1 basically navigates that top bar. Yeah, for map, infantry shop, events, leaderboard. L2 R2 is going to navigate this part for me. Now a lot of stuff won't be in here, like certain lures won't be in there because you have to unlock it. It's a grind. You've got to grind out catching fish, and that's how you unlock these things. Use your D-pad. Once you say line, go to D-pad mono, press X, and they're the lines that I could buy. Press circle to come out of there, or R2, L2, the trigger buttons as it was. And that's basically that. That's your shop. You can navigate through that all you like. Events, I'm not going to talk about events, not yet, maybe in another video. Your leaderboard, your premium buy, so this is where you can spend your good hard-earned cash to accelerate you into the game if you wish to. Obviously, where it will say the first one there, premium account, it's got the 12 in the gold coin. If you want to spend 80 Great British pounds on that, it's going to cost you £80. Now, that's a lot of money, so, you know, work the game out first, see if you like it before you sort of spend that kind of money, yeah? Right, so I'm going to go back to the map. I'm going to use the left analog stick to navigate down to Lone Star Lake. And that's where we're going, guys, Lone Star Lake. Let's hit square for travel. Look in the bottom left corner, it says square travel. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to travel to the lake. And it just takes a few moments. Now you get little sort of things come up that help you with the game, little tips and things like that. That can be a real good thing. Read them, take note of them. So you're confronted with this menu, so don't be intimidated by it. It's exactly the same as the first menu, slightly different. Now the first thing I'm going to do is press the right analog stick to highlight the rooms on the right there. Now if I want a random room, there's going to be lots of players on there, people playing the game. I can have new friends only room, so just me and friends, or a private room. Press X. I'm going to select private room because I'm making this video. Right, so now if I push up or down on the D-pad, it's going to give me these options. Yep. And that is basically that, guys. It tells you the temperature, the species of fish, licenses. We don't need a license for this lake. Other lakes you do. Be aware of that. And so this is a free lake, so let's go fishing. Now if you look in the bottom right hand corner, it says go fishing. I can go to my infantry still, but we've already set that up, so I'm not worried about that. At any time during gameplay, as long as your rod's not in the water, you can come back to this infantry, and I might go from the silver spoon to the gold spoon. I'll show you how to do that in a second. No, I don't want to do any of that. Right. Let's go fishing. So bottom right hand corner it says square, go fishing. That's what we're going to do. Again, it's showing you different tips. Read the tips, guys. Right, so we're on the lake, and it is a beautiful lake. I've got to say, I do like the graphics on this game. So if you want to walk, and you want to walk fast, he's quite slow. Look, I mean, he looks like he's just at breakfast, and he's a bit sluggish. Just push down on your left analog stick, and he'll walk a bit quicker. Okay. Now when you get to the lake, the rod comes out. Now I've got this on the basic setup on the right hand side where you see, if you look, the three symbols, you've got line, says 94. The rod says 92 and the reel says 100. There, how damaged they are, how worn out they are, yeah? Now to cast, it's just R2, hold that, cast it out. This is real basic stuff for you guys. And see in the top right hand corner you can see that little red and white plug, and that's sort of, or spinner, that's telling you what you're doing. So if you push L2, that's your strike button, but I use that to kind of jig the lure, and that's no problem. So as you can see, we're reeling quite slow. Look, it says straight and slow. Look at the counter at the bottom there, it's 82, 81, 80. It's very slow. Now if you push up on the D-pad and look in the bottom right hand corner, you can adjust the speed. Now 1 being the slowest, that one releases line, so if I do that it lets line out. If I push up, it's a very slow wind. If I push up, 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 look how much faster it is. See that? It reels very quickly. Slow it down. Now inside, just where them arrows are on the bottom right hand side, you've got like this pie chart. I'll call it a pie chart, and you can add pieces of pie. Let's just say that for easiness. This is the tension on your spool. So if a fish takes it, you can add more tension by pushing right on the D-pad, or if you push left, it will take the tension off. So no pies is hardly any tension, and then you can add tension. I normally leave 3, and then when I hook a fish, I sort of play it and I add a bit of tension if I need to by pushing right on the D-pad, or I take some off. Right, so we'll have one more cast, and then what I'll do is I'll show you a few fish that I've caught. Let's just chuck that back out. Nice cast, just let R2, then let go, and then just hold the rod, and you can jig it like that by pushing the L2 button. You can reel in fast, slow, fast, slow, twitching, like so. You do get snags in the water and things like that. So the idea of this video was mainly to show you how to navigate the menus. I hope that's clear for you guys. I hope you guys understand how to do that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut to a couple of fish that I've had, like I do in good old traditional style on the channel, and I'll speak to you in a minute. Right, okay guys, so we're on a different lake, admittingly, but same principle. We're doing the same thing, a nice cast out. Excuse me, and what we're doing is we're just going to jig the lure, and hopefully we can catch 1 or 2. That's the plan. Now as you can see, I've got it set on 2, and then I kind of put it onto a fast wind for the fish, and I'm watching that tension bar on the right hand side. I'm deciding whether to add tension by using left and right on the D-pad or take it off. So we'll just see how it goes. Come on, in you come. He's jumping everywhere. Love it. And he's in. Right. A young largemouth bass. Now it's worth $52. So what I do is I push the triangle to show me my keep net, because I can only keep a certain number of fish, and I'm trying to decide which one's worth more money. You want to keep the fish that are worth more money. So we're going to throw that back out there. We'll catch one more fish for you guys. So a nice cast out there. Now you can, with the nets, you unlock the nets as you go. So you might unlock a bigger net, which means you can hold more fish. So obviously the more fish you can hold, the more money you can earn. Now that's what it's about. Now one thing I just want to say is, when you've had enough of your fishing, you've wound in, you push your options button, make sure you go to leave lake, so that any fish you've caught you get the money for. Don't just come out the options and quit the game, like, you know, push your PS button. Make sure that you go to leave lake. That is really important, guys. That way all the fish that you've caught that are worth money, you get the money back. Now like I said, use that Lone Star Lake, use your float for that sort of lake really, rather than spinners. I prefer the float on that lake, if I'm honest. Use that lake to cash in, get your money together, and hopefully, this is a bit of a long video, I do apologise, but hopefully now you guys will understand the menus, what you need to do in your infantry, and all of that kind of thing. I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Hopefully I haven't waffled on too much. I just want to say thanks for your support. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Look after yourselves. Take care. Peace.